Hi everyone, it's Taff. Welcome to Naval Action. This is a beautiful new game that's coming out very soon. As you can see, we're just exchanging some broadswords with this, French Lynx. We're also in a British Lynx. This is the type of ship we are sailing. A lightly armed light ship with 4 cannon on each side. I think these are only light cannon as well. Just going in for a bit of a ram manoeuvre here. Not the desired results I wanted. I am going under the water. I've lost my my bowsprit mast, and yeah, things aren't very good at this stage for me. But what this is a new game coming out, as I said, and they are currently doing open sea trials for those who have bought the pre-order of this game. I am one of those people. That is why I have access to the sea trials. Now this is purely around ship combat and working out how that goes. Not so well for me. This is one of my earlier battles. As you can see, I'm a little bit raw. I don't really know what I'm doing. You could probably say that for most days. And but now I get some good broadsides in. So does he. And we are exchanging fire once again. Me with severe damage to my ship. Now, in the top left-hand corner, you will see my ship being represented, and also it has bars, 2 on the side, 1 at the front, 1 at the back. They are our armour. So once that has been depleted, either the front, the stern, and either side, then we will start taking serious damage. The ship will start leaking, and eventually, if we don't do something about it, if we can do something about it, then we will sink. As you say, we are exchanging nice broadsides here, and it shows you that our port and starboard armour is being worn down. So is our bow armour, and we have just developed a leak. Now, in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see the ship indicator with the wind representation as well, with the arrow. And obviously, you have to sail with the wind to get maximum effect for yourself. Oh, we're doing another turn now. Watch the mast come over. And we'll get some stern shots on him. Ships are relatively weak at the stern, so it's always a good idea to hit them there if you can. And in the right hand corner, when we have him selected, you'll also see the enemy ship indicator, which will represent this hull damage and any major things like leaks or fires, that kind of thing. Now, if your eyes are probably going all over the screen, but if they go back down to the bottom left hand corner with the wind indicator and the compass, you'll see the blue bar start to rise. That's indicating that we have a leak. Well, they are the results. So that's the water level of the leaks. We've actually got 2 leaks now, and there are a number of things we can do to combat that. Our main HUD in the middle, you'll see, is selected when we've got 2 ready cannon to fire at Benito de Soto. And we have, on the right-hand side of that, we have 5 repair count, 6 sailing, 7 gunnery, 8 survival. Now these are the commands which you can issue to your crew. Repair is obviously quite self-explanatory. It tells the crew, above all, let's get some repairs done. Now you can select between sail repairs, hull armour repairs. There we go. Armour, sail, rudder and pump. So they are the options available to us. Now, coming a little bit further, we are still... this is another battle engagement, same kind of thing. 2 lynxes going head to head. That red indicator, if you haven't realised, is my my aim. So yes, the second one, which was sailing, that allows the crew to say sailing is going to be the primary purpose. Sail, reducing sail, increasing sail will be far quicker, and also you'll be far better manoeuvrable in the water as well. Gunnery, self-explanatory. Gunnery will be primary focus, and the guns will reload quicker, and they'll be far more accurate because that will be the crew's main task. And survival is when everything's going against you. You got leaks, you got everything. Survival means let's just keep this ship as seaworthy as we can be and try and get out of there. So they are those commands. On the left-hand side is basically the guns, so you can load different types of ammo into the guns. Now, we've got chain at the moment. You can see I've just loaded chain into the left guns. Now we're going to try and take the masts and the sails out with this, and that will slow it down. If we can get a speed advantage over this ship, then the battle should be ours. Now the good thing about this game, everything is modelled. Every cannonball is modelled. So he's going to come in to do another Benito ram on us. Hopefully I'll be on the ball. So unfortunately we haven't got the elevation to actually get the sails, so we just fired those chains straight into the hull of the ship. And this is something you have to consider. With the wind against us, obviously our left is lower in the water, so with the wind coming in from the right, pushing the ship over to the left, it means we can't elevate the guns on the left as high as we can on the right. So this is something you have to take into consideration when you're doing this, and it's trying to be as realistic as possible, which I really do enjoy. It's really good fun. So I've now switched to grape, as you can see. Now grape is fine. Think of it like shotgun shells if you don't know, and it's good for clearing out the deck from the crew. So that's what we're going to do. We're trying to clear the decks, killing all the sailors on board, which obviously A will allow us maybe to board the ship and jump over and attack that way, or B, with a reduction in crew or able crew, their speed to do various tasks, reloading the guns, doing the sails, will be reduced, giving us another edge. They are still manfully manning their guns though. I'll give them a couple more shots of grape, I think. The other options we have, obviously we discussed chain, which is mainly two cannonballs with a link of chain between them. Does devastation to sails and rigging and that kind of thing. Also good to take out the masts. The old-fashioned cannonball, as you know, good for armour, good for pretty much anything. Obviously there's no point really going for sails with just the cannonball because it's only going to make a small hole. So it's mainly for long distance firing and also for hull and armour. The grape, as we touched on, is for taking out the crew, and we also have a double charge, which basically stacks a double charge into the cannons for very close combat, which is very effective in the light ships, but I didn't know that at this stage. So it's a work in progress, and that's how you do it. You gain from experience, and that's what I love about this game. So while we watch these two ships exchange broadsides, I'll tell you a little bit more about the game. So they describe Naval Action as an exciting, realistic and beautiful, detailed Navy combat game, immersing players into the experience of the most beautiful period of naval combat. When sailing ships rule the seas. They say realistic ballistics and cannon performance of the period. Every cannonball is tracked in the air, and after it hits the target, one shot can hit the stern, damage the rudder, then hit the cannon carriage, injure crew, ricochet from the floor and hit opposite side, listing and wind effects the shooting distance and required change of tactics. All major types of naval artillery are implemented, from long guns to carronades to mortars, and of course limited to ship roll and its hull. Port and land batteries will provide support during port battles. Port battles. So we will be able to attack big bastions on the coastline and harbours, which will be super exciting. Fire ships will also be present in the game, which means you can get an crappy old ship which is damaged or it's just not worth maintaining, set it on fire and send it into a fleet of your enemy, which will cause all sorts of damage. When it regards the sailing, they've got advanced wind and physics modelling, which provides realistic portrayal of ship's performance in the age of sail, yard angles, ship angles to the wind, cargo, fittings. The ship condition affects speed, turning rates, correct tacking, box hauling, club hauling, and other elements of age of sail are possible. Hidden ship characteristics will allow to be gradually uncovered potential of the vessel. Every ship in the game will be unique. So damage model will also include leaks, splinters, loose cannons, demasting, raking fires and other hazards possible to that era. Damaged ship fittings and modules will change behaviour of the ship. So it's got a great feel from its base model. And back we are exchanging broadsides with this ship. As you see, the battle goes on for some time. The battles at the moment are set to 1 hour, and currently we've already done 23 minutes on this battle. That's why we've sped up a little bit of time, and you can see this could be vastly accelerated if I knew about double fire at this point in the game and how effective it is at close range. But what they're really developing this into, this is, as I say, just the sea trials to test the combat out, make sure it's functioning. There's no cheaty tactics which can be employed to win every time, and basically just nail this mechanic down when it goes into the game. The purpose of the real game is to have a fully open world sandbox, Age of Sail world, where you can do what the heck you like. There is also a certain amount of customization already in the game, which will obviously be built upon. So when you get a better rated ships, you can change the types of cannon. You can have carronades. You can have the different weights. So you know you can upgrade from a 6-pound gun to a 12-pound gun, that kind of thing. So it's all based on obviously how much money you make and how victorious you are. So yes, I'm guessing you can become a pirate. They haven't stated that as such, but you know, they say you can write your own stories. So that could be joining a nation's navy and trying to build up the ranks to get the big victory class ships like the Victory indeed. And look at the damage we have created. That's just firing ball after ball after ball, broadside after broadside after broadside, and because the wind obviously is pushing our ship over to the left, which gives us perfect elevation into the side of Blood's ship here. Blood is having the opposite effect, where his cannons are elevated way above our hull, and he doesn't seem to be able to angle them low enough to cause us any damage, so he's not firing. Also, we have raked his crew a number of times. He's only got 26 left, which will obviously slow their performance and the ship in general. So let's just see how we cope here. We're just still firing broadside to broadside. He can't have much time left on him now. His hull armour on the right hand side is being totally destroyed now, so we are very close to finishing him off. Oops. Problem is, you got to keep an eye on. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He's sinking. He's sinking. My first ever victory. Whoops. And I get lost in the old telescope. There we go. Oh, I'm at it again. We are being chased down by some larger ships. That was a French cutter, which I'm in no shape to... oh, no, it's a brig. I beg your pardon. So we are going to run away from that and take our one victory and then end the round there. As you can see, the mast slowly submerging below the sea. Fantastic. Okay, we're back at the start of another battle. Now, this is 3v3. It's myself here. This is my cutter actually, and you can see I've got a different type of cannon. These are 12-pound carronades, which are brilliant at close-up. Now, we have a surprise class ship, which is quite a big ship. It's far superior to ours. There it is. We're trying to engage it at this distance, but yeah, as I say, our cannonades are brilliant for close quarters, but not so great for distance. Managed to pretty much miss him every shot there. Yeah, maybe put one through the sail. So there's three of us, as I say. There's myself in our cutter. We have Craftman over there in a Royal Yacht, which is a lightweight but a very handy little ship. And we've got Tyro there, who's is he in a brig? I think he's in a brig, and he's obviously the biggest ship we have, so he's going to try and engage George Booth there. Broadside to broadside, but he will need us to back him up. There are a couple of other ships, as you can see. There's 3 other ships out there. One of them is also friendly, but he doesn't take much part in this game because he dies pretty soon, so I don't actually make a note of his name. So I don't know who he is, but yeah, appreciate for distracting the other ships while we concentrate on the big one. Near miss. Hull hit. Hull hit. Okay, we've got his range now. There we go. We've got some good fires into the George's bow there, and as you can see, it did very little damage. So this is something we're going to be very conscious of. We've got two little ships here, myself and Craftman. He's in the Royal Yacht, as I said. Try not to hit Tyro as well, who's doing a valiant job broadsiding him. And we just got to try and support him. And now he's sort of pulling him out of my way, so I'm going to have to tack. To try and tack with them and stay ahead of Tyro so we can get some angle on the enemy ship. Okay. So, one of the first things you can do with the spacebar, you can fire each cannon individually. And what I tend to do, I tend to fire the first cannon as a rangefinder, and if we hit, a left mouse click will fire all the other guns at once. So yes, if I'm not certain I've got the range and the accuracy, I will fire one at a time until I've see, that one was a bit wild. That one was over the hull of the ship. Now I daren't fire because Tyro's in the way. Craftman's going to come in and try and do a stun attack on him. Fantastic. Okay, so it is 4v4. But three of us are concentrating on this big ship, because if we can get this ship out of the way, we have a chance. Without it, we should be able to clear, if we work as a team, clear the other ones up. But if we don't take out George Booth, we are all very much done for. As Tyro is saying there, you really need to help us out, guys. Yes, we know. Unfortunately, I can't get an angle on them at the moment, and I daren't fire through his rigging to try and hit him. A, because that'll be all sorts of disasters, and B, he won't be very happy with it. So I've got to try and outrun them. I have got a little bit advantage on speed, so I am trying to zip up in front of them. I don't actually have my is it the jib? Is that the or the spinnaker? I don't know. One of the front mast sails. I should know. Should I know? What is it called? I don't know. It's called the jib. It is called the jib. Yeah. So I haven't got my jib out, as it were. Right. Come on. Let's get some shots in. Boom. Yes. Good shots. I'm waiting. I'm firing these individually because I'm waiting for us to get ahead of Tyro, so I don't accidentally take off his bowsprit or anything like that, which is the sticky out point, I believe, in front of the ship. Okay, Craftman's coming in behind. He'll probably do a tack now and try and do some stern shot into the back of George Booth. Oof, another heavy broadside. Wow, he's manfully staying in there. I would imagine Tyro is purely just trying to stay alive, repair, and keep in there, and hopefully we'll finish him off. Now the problem is I can't get the elevation low enough to hit the ship. I'm just firing straight over that. There you go. I got one strike there. Because of the wind, it was lifting the cannons, and I couldn't get in there. And this is the thing you have to really think about. You have to really think about your tactics when it comes to this. And yes, if you're big with your Age of Sail ships, and you should be able to fit into this straight away and enjoy it. I wasn't such a big Age of Sail fan. No, I love the Age. I love the ships. I love everything about it. But I haven't played many games with that kind of Age of Sail vibe to it. So I was learning as I was going. But as you can see, that is definitely sitting lower in the water, and in fact George Booth is sinking. He is sinking. So let's just everyone give him a volley to finish him off. Boom, there he goes. We are taking out the big ship, which we now have a chance, everyone. That is great stuff. So that's how three lighter armed ships can take out quite a big ship. Now that isn't that big a ship when it comes to it. That is still probably one of the bigger light ships, but when it comes to the ships of the line and the rated ships, they are much stronger hull-wise. They're much more firepower, and they are completely deadly. Unfortunately, we've lost Tyro as well. So it was 1 for 1. So it's me and Craftman because we lost our other fellow as well. And now at this point, some time on, Craftman has zipped away with one of the other ships, and I was just unable to keep up with them. Their speed was just so fast. So what I've done, I've turned away, and I've sailing for our old buddy Benito de Soto. How many times have we attacked this fella? If I pan the camera around at any point, you should be able to see the battle going on with Craftman in the distance, but that yacht was far too quick for me. So we're going like for like against Benito. Now, what I'm thinking here, I've double charged all the guns as I was talking about earlier. Get some double charge in there. As you can see, it's 2 on 2 at the moment, which is quite fair. So I've double charged my 12-pound cannonades, and now we are going to try and get close to this ship and give them everything at close range. This should be quite interesting. Whoops, the problem is my elevation is so high, I'm just firing through the sail at the moment, which would be fine if I was using chain, and that was my objective. There we go, got some hull shots. Fantastic. And look at the damage that did. Look at the damage that did. That is awesome. Now these are just very light ships, as I said. Now I'm just going to add a bit of sail to try and stay ahead of him. I don't want him to. I don't want to give up the tactical advantage because he can't quite get right on me now. But he's going to straighten up. He's going to give me a broadside any second. But as my cannons come back, I can't get low enough. So I'm just firing straight over his deck there. So anyone who stood up might have lost their head, but nothing more. Oh, he's going to ram me. Oh, he's rammed me. Okay, come on, let's steer out of this. Let's not have... We're both steering out of it, which is good. Let's not have a lock on. We all know this doesn't usually end very well. His sail is over ours. Wow. Okay, come on, let's get close. Just give him a full broadside. There we go. That really cleared out his armour there. Now we just need to detach. Get rid of him. Get off. Get off. Give us some room. Come on. But he's still trying to ram us. He doesn't want to let go for some reason. Which is fine. Our cannons are almost ready in again. We can probably just clear him out. That is as low as I can go. Okay, are we freed? He's coming close to us. Let's see if we can take out his mast, shall we? So now we're firing over him again. Wait until we go in a dip. There we go. There we go. We have detached, which is good news. Now, because of how we are, one of the good things you can do, and as I say, with the accuracy of each cannonball being tracked, you can target parts of the ship. So you could, for example, you can see we've taken a shot just on the, or he's taken a shot just on the mast there. So if we can get a couple of shots onto that mast, which is very difficult, it would demast him and then he'd be dead in the water. So if we go for the mast, oh, and that's by, oh, look at that. That usually doesn't happen. You know, but that is what you can effectively do. You can demast people. So he's dead in the water now. He'll probably just fire his cannon. But we can't really lose this now. I can just finish him up. Oh, he is firing. There we go. He's finally got the angle on us. But wait till we reload. And give him a full broadside. Oh, too high. There we go. Let's just get the sails up as Tyro's just been telling us on chat. Get in front of him. He can't move. And just fire away until he sinks. So that is effectively us clearing him out. Now who's that? Oh, it's Craftman. He's finished with his boy and he's come back to help us finish him off. No need, matey. No need. We've got this one. Whoops, that is really bad. There we go. Straight into the hull. And he is a goner. So this is it. This is Naval Action. It's in early development. I'm going to be playing lots of it, so I may well bring you some more videos. So let me know your thoughts. Is this something you'd be interested in? And I'll see you later.